if you got an animal coming to school, how about we get them vaccinated? How about we get them neutered? And how about we send them to the pound?
Right, what's going on everybody? My name is Labb and welcome back to another video. So, genuinely I never thought I'd say this, but we're slowly seeing the downfall of America. The politicians don't truly care about the people, and this new bill that a senator proposed in the Oklahoma state really proves to be the exact example to show that the American government has gone completely crazy. Starting off about a week ago, a senator by the name of Justin Humphreys, who is quite frankly very mentally ill.
This kid was supposedly a cat, and that that
I did not have sexual relationships with that cat, Mrs. Meowskles. And it's clear that he has some form of mental disability. Just watch this video.
her boyfriend is walking her down the hall. She's got a collar on her knees, leading her on a leash, and a couple of the kids allow that, and we've got teachers that are allowing that, and then we need to load them up along with that kid and take them to the mental ward. And that's exactly, won't beat around the bush. It's insanity. We need to call it what it is, and I'm happy to run the bill and address it.
He's clearly schizophrenic boomer, as we've seen tons about Americans in general, because all they ever do is make up stuff to get mad at. And it's starting to seep into Irish politics, English politics. They just make up stories to get themselves riled up. Not only is this a complete waste of the legislature's time, he's also pioneering the bill that would have children who identify as anthropomorphic creatures to be removed from school, and if the parent doesn't pick them up, they will call animal control on that child. First off, this entire bathroom litter box thing was started as a hoax, as a complete hoax. It was used to attack transgender people. Parents turn on transgender individuals being allowed into the bathroom of their identified gender, so they make up these stories regarding children identifying as animals and wanting litter boxes to make it seem so absurd that they continue to ban transgender people, and they try to link transgender people with furries. Well, furry is a hobby, it's not an identity, first off. This is just started by some stupid parent in Ohio and has persisted ever since. It's unbelievably stupid. As an Irish, as a European person watching this, I can see why America is so awful to live in. I grew up watching a lot of the propaganda pieces, you know, all the fucking American movies where you watch all these, good guy gets the bad guy, oh, the bad guy was black, and the white guy was American, and he's the good guy. Oh yeah, no wonder. Just as I've grown up, I've been seeing that America just is not a good place to live, and it's a place that I aspired to live in America when I was younger. But no, not anymore. Never, ever. I'd go there on a holiday and take advantage of that, but never to live. Now, here's where my expertise comes in massively. So I work as a civil servant, i.e. public sector worker. I work for the government. And I specifically work in the financial sector of my governmental department. This would waste thousands and thousands of dollars in spending and waste hundreds of hours of animal control's time. Just thinking of the logistical and kind of financial aspect of it, you would have to pay animal control thousands. And what are they going to do once they get the child? They're not allowed to put it down. They're not allowed to treat it properly like an animal, because that goes against the child's basic human rights. And it just shows you that Republicans want to hurt children more than trans individuals or furries. So yeah, just imagine this for a second. So you're in Oklahoma and your dog got bitten by a rabid animal. It can bite you and will kill you with rabies, a disease that when symptoms show, you're essentially dead. You pick up the phone and ask animal control, oh sorry, we can't attend because we have to pick up 4 teenagers thanks to this absolutely liability of a human. Like, this is the actual definition of subhuman. I don't agree with eugenics, but for people like this, maybe. Like, it's just genuinely so stupid. Americans pay their taxes, and these are the type of mental cases that represent the American people. And as a European, just generally a much smarter individual than most Americans, I can never wrap my head around it. Fuck, as soon as I said, oh my god, as soon as I said smart, I mispronounced a word. I can never wrap my head around the stupidity and immaturity of that country. A country that says it's a beacon of liberty and freedom, and that you can be anything, yet their entire government craps itself over identity politics, and when there's a huge rate of poverty, a fentanyl epidemic, and a lingering opioid epidemic from the 90s, they do nothing. Not only that, rampant gun crime, unaffordable housing, awful paying jobs, healthcare that will bankrupt you completely. It's just so fucking stupid that legislatures look at trans people and think these are the true culprits of their downfalls. Now just imagine this. You end up on the wrong side of Hugo, Oklahoma, the state that Justin represents, or specifically the area in the state that Justin represents, and you get shot by someone carrying an illegal firearm. That's the first problem, illegal firearms. Gun crime. You call an ambulance, or you forcefully have an ambulance called on you because you don't want to pay the money, and you end up in Choctaw Memorial Hospital. First of all, I want to say shout out to the Choctaws. The Choctaws and the Irish people go way back in history, so I'm sorry that this scumbag represents you. But back to my hypothetical. You end up in Choctaw Memorial Hospital and you need emergency surgery that you receive. You're recouping at home and you're just thinking, oh, how am I going to pay off this $300,000 of medical bills? And you watch the TV and you see your representative Justin Humphreys having a schizophrenic rant.
If you got an animal coming to school, how about we get them vaccinated? How about we get them neutered? And how about we send them to the pound?
And paying thousands of your tax dollars instead of reforming the state's healthcare, reforming gun legislation, and reforming the education system. Because if you wish to actually remove this problem, reform the education system. Because the thing about Justin Humphreys is he does not care about you. That's what I'm saying. This freak does not care about you. Along with this, my good friend Shrapnel Vargr was interviewed by an actual TV station in Oklahoma, and I knew how Americans work, so I told him to record it on both sides. And he has a video over that I'd recommend going and watching. But to conclude why I hate this so much is because the level of politics is quite literally melting the brains of the old and young alike, moulding this idea into the brain that furries and trans people and gay people are the true issue with society when it's not. It's the stupid freaks like Justin Humphreys that have been given so much power to effectively attempt to write into law that children should be neutered and picked up by animal control, that children should be treated as subhuman purely because of the fact they're furry and have a hobby. Because theory and otherkin are completely different things, but these people are too stupid to even tell the difference anymore.